Rhea story continued. After a few months, I think there may be 4 now. I stopped somewhere in fall. In a hotel in Sofia, and I said I would come back. I sort of waited to come with the written version close to this other spoken alternative. And it was in a low moment indeed, because I didn't think Camus at the time, but I read, finished today actually, The Sense of an Ending by William Barnes, in which one of the key questions issues and themes is suicide. One of the main characters, Adrian, commits suicide. But then before that, we have quotes from Camus, who supposedly said, I have to check this somewhere on the net, suicide is the main philosophical question. And the answer to that will direct you will send you off in one direction or another. And I was a bit suicidal then, because it was a low moment. I was in love, or referring to the same Julian Barnes. That's what I remember. That's how I remember my interpretation of what was going on then. Now I have few elements. I just think I remember being serious about that, being convinced this is it. But otherwise, now I don't know. I've seen the person. She's part of she's an actress. She's part of a series, and just flipping through the channels one day I came to, and I was thinking, is this the one and at one point I was thinking, what would have happened? And perhaps I better, if I'm satisfied that I do these exercises, applying the outliers rule as written down by Malcolm Gladwell in his astonishing book, 10,000 hours over 10 years, that's 3 hours of practice every day, and you can be Mozart, Bill Gates, whoever, Steve Jobs, the Beatles, in NHL, the National Hockey League, North American, whatever. That's anyway out of the question, now. Even if maybe I go and try hockey 3 hours a day, and we'll see what comes out of that. So, trying this, if it comes anywhere, of course, granted there are some other conditions, but one basic idea is you need a lot of practice. Probably more than genius, or this how you explain the results of geniuses. They had this, as someone said, 99% aspiration, 1% inspiration. And returning, it was a key moment, a low moment, followed after that by regression to the mean. Daniel Kahneman, I remember, he had this argument in or after a session of training Israeli pilots, wherein an officer was arguing, if I shout at the pilots after doing a bad thing, a low moment, having a low moment, they react to my admonishment and they do well. Well, it turns out it's explained by this regression to the mean. When we reach this nadir, statistics and this law says that we will not be at the same bottom of the ocean for all time. We return to a mean. We don't become Einstein after failing everything in physics, mathematics, and all that stuff. And the reverse is also true. After reaching a zenith, we return. It happened there. After that low moment, we had short argument. Why did you go there? Now, well, I had to, it's this and that. It was the disco, the dancing, and the fact that she went with this guy who clearly had dirty thoughts, so to say. And after that, it was good. We were again close to each other. Embracing each other more, and to be continued.